That video is just sexy to me. Like, and she wasn't even trying hard to be sexy. It just oozed out of her. And like, every time I hear that song, or sometimes I'll just be thinking, what up, YouTube world? Welcome back to BondBoy TV. Yes! I'm so excited to be back. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Today, I'm counting down my top 10 favorite songs of the 90s. Let's go! Okay, so these songs are in no particular order. They're just songs that, when I think of the 90s and my childhood, these are the songs that, just stick out to me and have a, memory with me. So the first song on my top 10 list is Brandis' I Wanna Be Down. I wanna be down with what you're going through. Like, the song, the video, it's a all-time classic. Like, you can't, like, when you think of a Brandis song, you're gonna think about this song and The Boy Is Mine. And this was just a lit song, like, and you still can jam it today. And then, like, on top of that, the video, it was just simple. And, like, compared to what the visuals that I got when I was a teenager and the visuals that were out in the 90s for teens during that time period, was totally different. Like, it just, I don't know, it just makes me feel good inside when I hear the song and when I see the video. And then you can't forget the boom, 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 boom. You can't forget the dance, the little dance steps or whatever. That was a dope video. I love the number 2 song is another Brandis song, Sitting on Top of the World, Top of the World, Top of the World, Top of the World. That video came out when I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I don't know, I thought it was pretty dope how she was flying everywhere and, doing all that stuff. And, like, you had Mace in the video. Like, it just made you feel good. Some people say that I'm not the same girl. You still think that I'm in my own world. Like, the video is super dope. And it was very futuristic. And that's kind of like what towards the end of the 90s, that's what the look was that every artist tried to do. And I think it's just dope. Like, I love that song. Like, I wish that song, well, she does perform it sometime, but I love that song. I know I said it a couple times, but that's my jam. I'm a big Brandy fan. Always been. I used to print out her, like, pictures on paper. I used to be bad. Alright, well, let's get into number 3. The number 3 video on my list is Feel So Good by Mace. Bad, 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 bad boys. You make me feel so good. You make me feel so good. You make me feel so good. What we do. I think, like, that's what the 90s was. Like, it was, stuff was going on in the world, but the music made you feel good, made you want to love, made you want to have fun. Not everything wasn't so deep all the time, and everybody, it just was a different atmosphere all around. I wish that we could get back to that time frame or that mindset. Everything doesn't have to be so deep all the time. So that's what that song does to me. It just makes me feel so good. You're hotter than a summer day in California. You got me melting like a summer break, and I don't want to. The number 4 video or song is Hot Like Fire by the late great Aaliyah. Like, that video is just sexy to me. Like, and she wasn't even trying hard to be sexy. It just oozed out of her. And, like, every time I hear that song, or, sometimes I'll just be thinking, like, I want to listen to that song. So, of course, we don't have it on any digital media platforms, but I'll go on YouTube and pull it up and, just kind of, I'll make it hot like fire. Ooh, I'll make it hot like fire. Ooh, I love that song. Alright, so let's get to the number 5 song. 5 song is by the late great Biggie. Sky's the Limit. Now I'm not sure of like the timeline of when the video came out. I don't know if he had already been killed or if it was before that, like it was already a planned thing. But the video basically had kids imitating their adult counterparts. So you had Biggie, you had Puffy, you had Lil' Kim, you had Faith Evans, the miniature versions of them. And as a kid growing up, because you all know that one of our biggest wishes was I want to grow up so I could do what I want. So watching that video, it was like watching kids your age do grown up stuff. So that video it is a positive message in the video, and just everything that it has. Like I love the video. It's one of my jams. Sky is the limit, and you know that you can go and just keep on pressing on. All right, the number 6 video on my list is "Just Kicking It" by Escape. I can't remember if I was in my aunt's car or my mom's car. It might have been both of them, but they used to blast that song and they'll be singing every word. And seeing as they had a resurgence, seeing as though they resurfaced in the industry and seeing them together and then seeing them perform songs from when I was little, it's very nostalgia. And I just love that song. Like even before they came back out or reunited, that was one of the songs that I played all the time because it's just about like kick off your shoes and relax your feet, party on down to the escape beat, just kick it, just kick it, just kick it. So yeah, and okay, what should I say? Candy can sing. Okay. The number 7 song on my list is "Dear Mama" by Tupac. My mom used to blast that song. She loved Tupac. She was a big Tupac fan. So in that song, like I don't care. I feel like everybody in the world. I know people have unique situations, but I feel like everyone feels that way about their mother, or a majority of the people in the world feel that way about their mother or motherly figures. And it just was a dope song, and it spoke some real stuff, like, you know what I mean? And basically he was letting his mom know, or just letting the world know, like, yeah, she wasn't perfect, but she did what she had to do to take care of me. And I think that's what every mother out there, or every child, once they get older, they realize, their parents made sacrifices, So, really dope song, and the late great too. Number 8 song on my list is "Scream" by Michael and Janet Jackson. It was like 2 of the biggest artists in the world who happened to be siblings came together and made a dope song, and I freaking love Janet in that video. Just the way, like, we saw a different side, because she always, seems to be, she's very sensual with her eyes and the way she, talks, and she's always shy. But that video, you saw how the ride or die side of her, and it was just so dope. And I wish we could have got a performance, like, that's my favorite. That's one of my favorite songs. Like I remember my mom took me to a record store and I got a cassette, and it had "Scream" on one side, and it was a single cassette. It had "Scream" on one side and it had "Childhood" on the other. And I wore that tape out. I just kept rewinding it because I loved that song. The video was everything. I think it broke. I think it popped. The number 9 song on my list is "With Me" by Destiny's Child. It was their second single, or third single, I guess you could call it, because they had the No 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 1, No 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 Part 2. It was the third single or second single, however you want to look at it. And it's my favorite video. Like, and it's my favorite. One Destiny Child. That's one of my favorite songs. With me, do you ever wonder when he don't come home when we go to see? Why in the middle of the night he leaves you alone, leaves you and me. One of my favorite songs, and you actually, I think, got to see each girl's different personality, because we, at that point, I think everyone was trying to pick or figure out who the favorite was or who they wanted to gravitate to, because it was a new group, so you hadn't quite, you knew Beyonce sung most of the songs, but you just couldn't quite pick out who your favorite was yet. So they had different setups. I believe LaToya was like a dominatrix or a spider. I'm not sure. And she was in black and she was on chains. Beyonce was a mermaid. Latavia was a genie, and Kelly, I believe, was a giant because she was on top of the building. She was big as the same building, whatever. That might have been an offset, but yeah, she was the giant in the video. And you kind of just saw the girls. They were like, it's just one of my favorite songs. And Jermaine Dupri produced it. It's like, so the last song on my top 10 favorite 90s jams is Busta Rhymes featuring Janet Jackson, What's It Gonna Be? Gonna make your body scream my damn, yeah. I love that song. I think I love the video too. Just like how futuristic it was. And again, I'm not gonna front, Busta Rhymes songs or videos used to scare me, like, cause he always would be real hyper in his videos. So I would not watch it. Like that Dangerous video when don't. I'm not doing the right beat, but that Dangerous video, like the way that he was in the video, and it was like I got scared. Like I never watched that video. So this was the first video that I could like get through. And on top of that, Janet Jackson was in there looking all scrumptious. But yeah, so that concludes my top 10 favorite songs of the 90s. I hope you enjoyed, have fun taking a trip down memory lane with me, and comment below what your favorite songs are from the 90s. Maybe we got the same ones. But on the next video, I'm counting down my top 10 favorite songs of the 2000s. Chicken head. Like the way you do that right there. That's probably not even on my list. Was that the 2000s? Alright, anyway. Thanks for watching. Again, my name is Marvin Marv. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.